Come, drink. Works wonders, doesn't it? Of course you would know that. I cannot recall any water mage who has studied our elemental runes as thoroughly as you. I look forward to seeing you join our ranks once your tasks are completed.
Why, thank you.
I remember when you were first brought here. What was it, 10 years ago? I had not long been initiated myself. Well, perhaps it was a little longer. Never mind that. I wondered then how your mother could give up such a beautiful child to strangers whose ways she could not know. Oh, but I do not mean to dredge up such memories. The past can be as potent as an illusion, and I have spent long enough studying those. You must stay focused on the tasks ahead.
Okay, there's a shell here.
This small shell must be a recent addition. Shireen's binding spell hasn't taken effect yet.
Can we take it then? Alright, we got a shell.
A fountain of mage's water. Shireen, mentor, friend, and water mage.
Let's go talk her up, shall we? Initiation.
I am pleased to see you undertaking your tests. I knew the first day we met that you would become a great mage. You seem happier now, more than I've ever known you to be. Remember, your influence should be as the tide upon the rocks, subtle, yet persistent.
Elements.
May they guide us in all we do, and sustain our gratitude.
For our power?
For delivering us from the folly of humankind.
Okay, that's kind of dark. I don't mean dark as in dark. Anyway, Mage's Tower.
The tower has been my home since I was a child. You cannot be more safe than within these walls. Protective magic aside, in our long history, few mages have sought to harm their kin.
Tell me about the fountain hall.
Where else in the tower can you find a deeper peace? A place to calm and center yourself?
I agree. I would spend so much time in this room. This room is so beautiful. I love the water. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Mages.
Without us, Eliwald would surely fall to the twin scourges, pollution and invention.
Man, they really don't like technology, do they? Water mages.
Let others see through us, for we conceal all in plain sight.
And how are you, Shireen?
I could not be happier than where I am right now. I have seen many mages pass through this hall over the years, and have taught my fair share. I look forward to you joining our ranks.
Cool. And what about Cray?
One of my most promising students. He has great ambition. I suspect your streams will merge someday.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that. Masters.
I considered following that path, but it would have deprived me the chance to train the young ones. Too high a price I felt for a seat in the hallowed hall. As for the masters themselves, I have always looked up to them, for they represent the best of us and confirm the wisdom of our elements.
Estream?
She remains my mentor and friend, though I see her less often nowadays.
Must be very busy. Important person. And what do you think of me?
When you first came to us, there were some who maintained you were not up to what awaited you. I believed, and still do, that your element chose you for a reason. Find that reason, Dark, and hold on to it.
I will. What about Ignore?
What student of the water would not be content to soak up the tranquility of this province?
Post-initiation?
Have you given any thought to what you will do after your initiation?
To be honest, not really. I thought I'd stay here a bit longer, maybe specialize in some area or another.
Do you ever think about returning home?
Not really.
Sometimes. Most mages don't, though.
Yeah, I thought so.
That is true. Many view it as unnecessary. 10 years is a long time. Memories fade.
Especially when influenced by our magic.
It saves much heartache and allows both chosen and their families to carry on with their lives.
In theory.
You know what that reminds me of? The Jedi Order. The idea that, the Jedi take children when they're really, really young, and there's kind of a separation between family and them. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Family.
Do you miss your family, Dark?
I miss recalling their faces, their voices, what they were like, whether they laughed. Things like that.
You've coped well.
I've been kept busy, and I'm grateful I haven't had to spend my life hauling Galags through the mud. They're the most stubborn creatures you could imagine.
I don't want to know what a
All the
Galag is.
same, you may permit yourself some time to reflect on where you've come from.
It's better to focus on what I'm doing and where I'm going. I don't need the distraction. It's too...
It's all right. The path of the chosen is not without its hardships, even if our pain is invisible to others.
Just remember to always be true to yourself, young Dark. It's okay if you feel, if you feel like you need to think of your family. What about regrets?
Do you regret coming here, Dark?
Why would you think that?
Sometimes I see it in your eyes. A longing.
Sure. To be initiated.
It's more than that. You yearn for something. Something you had once, but have lost.
If you're referring to my former home, leaving was neither my doing nor within my control.
You resent your lack of choice?
Since when do the chosen get to choose? Don't misunderstand me. I could not have loved my time here more. I just wonder.
How things might have been had your element not chosen you.
Yes, but it did. And here I am.
Any news?
My most recently initiated student, Cray, is hoping to transfer to the Water Tower of Dominatra. I do not fancy his chances. Fierce does not begin to describe the competition there.
Well, wait till they get a load of me.
I am not one to gossip, but I have heard a rumor that there may be a big event planned in the capital in the coming months.
Oh, that sounds like fun. What about my first trial?
Expect from this neither the easiest nor fairest of tests.
What of the lake?
Lorelei Lake must not be underestimated. Though serene in appearance, many have lost their lives to its depths.
The Lone Island?
A realm of isolation, and a just and fitting one at that.
What of the Priestess?
She gains perverse gratification from playing with the minds of those who enter her domain. Impressionable guests are often influenced to walk headlong into perilous traps. She makes lies seem as truths, and her truths obscure lies. Amancool is a dark and twisted soul, whose tainting of her own water magic has corrupted her beyond redemption.
Well, isn't it nice that we're a Water Mage? Tell me about this taint.
Amancool was once a water mage, but she discovered a darker path. The priestess was able to avoid detection for some time before the order caught up with her. By then, she had caused unimaginable suffering for the foolish few who followed her.
Acolytes?
The stories of her misguided followers are equally tragic. They have paid the price for their lack of judgment.
What of the imprisonment?
Sometimes I wonder if we should have allowed her to persist this long. Still, she retains some usefulness to the masters.
What, for a test of the initiates? That doesn't seem right. Lock of hair?
One so vain will not give up such a treasure easily. Not when it's unlikely to grow back.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
By the way, Dark, if you have not yet visited the observation hall, you should do so.
Do you know the code?
How do I access it?
Try light, air, air.
Okay. Observation hall. Light, air, air. Got it. Let's look around the fountain hall a bit more. We have the fountain here.
A fountain of mage's water.
And we have... Okay, so it looks like all the fountain is the same. Aquarium.
Every fish one could ever want to see.
So where are the penguins
I could
at?
watch them for hours. Come to think of it, I have.
I want the penguins. I know they're not fish, but, you know, I still want my penguins. Fish doorway, fish doorway.
Next to these, I feel like a minnow.
I just wish it would tell you, like, which door is which.
The way out, if one could tear oneself away. A dial.
Like, it doesn't tell me which way is, you know, which door is which door. Like this door. How do I know which door this is? We were told about the observation hall, which is light, air, air. Let's go light, air, air.
Dark, before you go. Sometimes I glimpse the dreams of those closest to me. Often they make little sense, but yours of late have been clear.
I dream of demons, whatever they mean.
You dream of greatness, the mightiest of mages.
Is that a bad thing?
If one's motives are pure, no. But few achieve so delicate a balance, and fewer still maintain it.
What are you saying?
Let the trials you face reflect your true nature. The lessons you learn will serve you, perhaps even save you. Good luck, Dark.
What do they say? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. You know what I just realized? What if all the doors are the exact same thing? Now bear with me. Every single door is a door
The
that leads
airspeed of a
you
magpie. What was it again?
that leads you to a place based on the code you put in the door. So all of these doors are
I can
basically
never
the
keep
same.
track of those foreign birds.
Hey, we got birds. I wonder if that's true, because if it is, that would be really cool.
A bag of blue and red marbles.
Can we pick them up?
There might be something useful to collect from the floor, but this isn't it.
Okay, so keep looking around the floor. Got it. How about manuscripts?
Obviously well read. There might be something.
If the wind were to change direction by exactly 42 degrees...
Clean handkerchief? Oh, we got a handkerchief. I wonder if we had to use a handkerchief in the water to basically get water.
These notes are probably important. For what? Not even Jonas would know. And destroy a perfectly good filing system?
Yeah, you got a point.
I would have the answer!
Manuscripts.
On shelves or the floor makes no difference to Jonas. Obviously well read.
Anything else here? Manuscripts. Mountains,
That
walls.
cloud looks just like a mountain.
Telescope.
It has a good range. Jonas, Air Mage.
Alright, let's talk to the Air Mage.
Jonas? Jonas!
Hello, Earth to Air Mage person. What if you just
It
go
would
up
make
here?
a wonderful emblem.
Just go up and stare at him from there.
Ah!
There we go.
You startled me. I was making a precise calculation of... Well, I knew what it was a moment ago. I suppose you were off to take your test now, I remember my initiation, I think. It had to do with toads. Or was it frogs? Something messy, anyway. They always are, these things.
Okay, now that we got his attention, let's talk to him, shall we? Tell me about the initiation.
Try not to worry too much about the tests. They are challenging, but they can also be a lot of fun. You just have to get through the life-threatening parts.
Oh, that's reassuring.
Imagine if there was a fifth element, or sixth.
Someone should write a book about that. Sorry, I canceled them off. I think there is a fifth element. It's called pizza. Or what about light and darkness?
It has the best view in Ignore. Why go out into the world when you can see it all from here? Why? Do you know any?
Asked about mages, and now we get more mages. What about the air mages?
You can never have enough air. Trust me.
What about Jonas himself?
You know me, always doing something productive, in a sense.
Masters?
Never see much of them. Then again, I do not see a lot of anybody. Few mages visit my observation hall. A pity. There is much to enjoy if you sit back and look. That reminds me, I must start keeping notes on my discoveries. Wonder what today's were.
What about Arania?
We once enjoyed a long, stimulating chat about... well, it must have been memorable.
And myself?
I know the name. Don't tell me.
Pretty absent-minded, isn't he? What about Ignore?
How could anyone overlook this paradise?
And the telescope?
May I use your telescope?
Of course. What do you want to see?
Lone Island.
All right. All set.
I see the palace on Lone Island.
It's like flickering in and out.
Is there something wrong with your telescope, Jonas? The palace on Lone Island keeps appearing and disappearing.
Yeah.
Have you tried not blinking?
I'm being serious.
How awful. Oh, I know. It's some kind of water magic or other. Those bubbly blues do love their illusions. My telescope, poor thing, is trying to counter it.
So if I go there, I won't be able to see it?
Exactly. See what?
Never mind.
Well, that's not good. Tell me about any news.
Difficult to come by these days. Few visit my observation hall. A pity, really. One learns much from viewing the world.
Such as?
I have a theory that the world may, in fact, not be flat at all, but roundish. Either that or this telescope needs a new lens.
Gossip?
Through my observations, I can tell you the local bird life is having a productive spring. Oh, you wanted human gossip? Check back with me later.
What about my first
The
trial?
fun begins!
Tell me about the lake.
The birds stay clear of it, with good reason. The last one that landed on it got snapped up by a large and toothy something.
Well, that's not good.
It would make a great spot for a duck blind, if we had any ducks.
What's a duck blind? What about the priestess?
I hear she's very nice, for someone in prison so long.
And the acolytes?
There were others on that island. No one told me.
What of her imprisonment?
I believe the official line is an indefinite stay in a secured shelter.
It's the same thing. And I had to get a lock of her hair.
Let me know if you can spare a strand or two.
What for?
Anti-hair whitening potion. Very handy.
No thanks. Thank you so much.
Keep your head in the clouds.
By the way, something I noticed when I was editing is that the music of the game seems to be a little bit too low. So I'm going to turn it up quite a bit. Okay. So you see, no matter which doorway we go to, they're all the same. So that makes me think that, you know, these things all do the same thing. Dark's private hall. We should go there in a second. Right now, let's go back to the fountain though. See how it would like disappear? Hey, all those people went away. Can we use the handkerchief on the
I
fountain?
can't use that item there.
Okay, so we can't get it wet. Let's go back to not let's I don't mean back. Let's go to our private hall. Ooh. Now this is cool. She's wearing red though, dude. You got the wrong girl. You need a blue one. Desk, a handwritten note.
Study desk, a standard feature for a novice's private hall.
This place is beautiful. I would love to live here. This would be great.
Just some study notes I scribbled down.
Oh, what'd you scribble down?
I'll just leave it here.
Oh, I want to know what you thought. Come on.
A bedside table for late night reading.
You got any books there?
You only have to think of touching it, and it lights up.
Oh, that's cool. It's better than clap on, clap off.
I did not spend the last 10 years studying, so I could snooze through my initiation.
Yeah, that's a good point. Some money there. Can we take that? I mean, it is our money, right? Good. What's in
I
the
have
chest?
never managed to get this thing open. Once I tried hauling it out the window. It bounced right back.
Huh, so we have a chest that doesn't seem to open.
An indefinitely locked chest.
So if we ever know an open spell, we'll have to come back here.
I like the design, though I have no idea what it represents.
Probably magic.
There is no dust underneath. The rug absorbs it all, once a week, expelling it into the fireplace.
Can I have one of those?
If I need to use it, I can just do the grinding at this bench.
So can we go to the wooden bench?
Put it where, exactly?
Guess not. Let's look at the mortar and pestle.
A mortar and pestle. Useful for grinding things.
Lion statue?
My friend, the king.
My friend the king, the lion.
No way. He almost took my hand off last time.
Any good books to
A
read?
couple of books I never got around to reading.
You know, you really should fix that if you've been here for 10 years.
Not when there's an overprotective bookend guarding them.
Dude, it's your room. I'm pretty sure it's okay.
It keeps me warm at night. I would only burn my hand.
And you're a water mage. You could probably put it out if you want to, but it's kind of a nice fire, so let's not do that.
It is said 1 out of every 300 of these cupboards activates a portal to somewhere. I didn't get lucky.
Well, you don't want to wind up in Narnia. I mean, who knows what's going on over there right now?
Why risk a concussion?
Really? I just want to open up the cupboard. I guess I can't do that.
I'm quite partial to this depiction.
Are you partial to the fact that she's a magician or the fact that she's anyway.
It changes according to my interests. I'm glad nobody saw it a year ago.
You can tell you're a budding teenager, huh?
They were useful during all those nature excursions. Bort loved getting his feet dirty.
It's an empty flask. Maybe we can use that on the water
I should fill
fountain.
this flask in the fountain hall. Mage's water is always a good thing to have.
Yeah, I was just saying that. Good thinking, Dark. That's the healing potion that we needed to get the passcode, but we don't need the passcode anymore because we figured it out.
I know what's inside. There's nothing I need.
Well, I don't know what's inside unless you say that. Okay, nothing there. Black?
A shield from some defeated kingdom or other. From the days when mages were less studious.
And more combative, probably. Oh, look, we can run. Oh, that's kind of cool. You gotta double click to do that. Let's go back to the fountain hall. I love how people like reappear and appear as you go different places. Let's see, items. Flask.
Hey, the water refuses to enter the flask.
Wait,
The
what?
fountain requires a donation of precious metal. 10 gold coins. You will need an empty flask to contain the water.
Oh, that's a jip. Fine, let's buy it.
There, I've filled my flask with Mage's water.
Replenishes any depleted mana to full capacity. Okay, let's head to the... Back to the, what was it called? The Hollowed Hall?
I can't return without the lock of hair.
No, that wasn't it. The training hall? Yeah, here it is. And let's try the shell on it.
Receive your power.
Yes!
Ah, that worked. Maximum power. Dabbling.
The sphere has judged you worthy, I take it. Excellent. You are progressing well.
Thanks to you.
Ah, but that is my duty, no? A far cry from this training hall's intended purpose. When our warriors outnumbered the scholars. Do you know what you are seeking yet?
A lock of the priestess's hair, a Gryphon's egg, and a trinicorn's horn.
One might think we were training thieves. Good luck in your tasks. Feel free to consult with me if you wish, and do not forget, the world beyond these walls is treacherous. Trust no one.
It's interesting
Now,
that you
to
mentioned
business.
thieves, but
Your trials mark your competence to carry a conductor. Take this.
what's this?
It's a shiny new conductor.
What's something you put in your hands to make you cast spells?
Bear it well. It will channel your element's gifts, allowing you to perform less passive magic.
It's handy in a fight, you mean?
More like essential. Listen carefully, Dark. The conductor is to be used strictly for defense, and under no circumstances are you to inflict harm upon the giftless humans within the town's walls. This law transcends all others, and has done so since the Orkstein Wars. Now that you have received the first of your spells, I suggest you familiarize yourself with your new abilities.
Sweet. Okay, so we have Speech Kill, which is a passive. Inherent water magic skill. Permits communication with creatures of water. Jet. Siphoning atmospheric moisture and storing it in liquid form. The caster directs water into a powerful stream. Ice Shard. Water vapor in the air converges rapidly with the aid of mana. A jagged ice block freezes instantly and is propelled forward at enemies. Clear. Encloses the caster inside a protective bubble, allowing him to gain distance from pursuers. They will not be able to attack while the spell is active. Ooh, very cool.
Your raw skills are another matter. As you gain knowledge and experience, ensure to invest them wisely. That way you will improve the attributes best suited to your nature. In this lies the key to unlocking your greater potential. Consider how your recent experience might best benefit you. Decide which areas you wish to improve in.
Oh, this is neat. I wasn't expecting this. Oh, how cool. Okay, so we have strength. It determines how powerful your mage is and how much damage his offensive spells can do. The higher magic's mage level, the higher his mana storage, permitting him to cast more spells. Intelligence aids combative spellcasting in various subtle ways, from improving accuracy to increasing spell duration. Higher your mage's constitution level, the higher his or her health storage capacity, permitting him to sustain more damage. So all of these are useful. This one increases damage. This one increases everything except damage. This one increases your mana points. This one increases your hit points. I'm kind of, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to like put a point in every one, right? How many hit points do we have? We only have 10 hit points. And so if we put a point into magic, yeah, it increases by 5. It's a pretty big jump. Allocate your last point carefully. This is final lock in all previous assigned points. Okay. Now, do we want to go more intelligence? Improving accuracy to duration, or do you want to go more offense? Or do you want to do a split of both? I think what we should do is we should probably do a split of both. We definitely need Constitution because we're playing on the hardest difficulty, which means enemies are going to do a lot more damage to us. So being able to survive is a better idea. Being able to hit harder so that we can take them down faster will increase our survivability. And yeah, I think what we should do is put point into everything. And then I think we'll like specialize as we go forward. I don't know how the level up system works, so you know, we'll just have to, you know, see as we go. But right now, I like a well-balanced character.
The conductor alone is a powerful weapon, but it can be made more so. As you venture beyond the safety of the tower, you may chance upon the odd gemstone. These are known to contain particular properties for those who can assess and harness them. When set into your conductor, you will find your abilities enhanced. Only 2 may be embedded at any one time. I have been keeping one such gem for you. Consider it an early initiation gift.
Oh, excellent. Is that queen gem right here?
I confess the power contained within that gem has waned over time. It will not take you long to locate a better one. For now, though, it will suffice. Set it into one of your conductor slots.
Okay. Oh, it increased our intelligence. Cool. Nice. Scroll of Identity requires 3 base intelligence. Okay, so we need 1 more intelligence. That's something that we should probably work towards.
Well done. I shall teach you about your newly acquired combat spells. A challenger for Dark!
Aw, why do we have to go up against an Earth Mage?
I'm sending you back to your element.
Oh, that's so lame, dude. Come on.
Okay, Dark. Let us start at the beginning. While Ice Shard may be your first spell, think of it as your last line of defense. It uses little mana, but packs a powerful punch once mastered. Go ahead and cast it at your opponent.
So think of it as a last defense, but use it first. Got it. Click the right mouse button and press space to cast a selected spell. Ah,
Very
cool.
good. Even when magically exhausted, you may still summon enough energy to deter your attackers. Aside from being less effective, it's best if you do not let it come to that. Your accuracy may suffer in the beginning. Apply your intelligence at any given opportunity to improve your prowess.
Assigning points to your intelligence stat will improve your combative spells target. See, I wish they would have told us all this like before we picked the points, but I don't think it would have mattered. We probably still would have gone 1-1-1-1.
The Clear spell will enclose you inside a fluidic bubble, rendering you impervious to harm for a short time. The force of the barrier will also push nearby foes away. Cast it on yourself now.
So we press the 2 button.
Good. Remember, enemies won't attack what they can't see. You, however, may continue to cast magic while the spell is active.
So having a high
Now that we
intelligence
have
will allow
covered
that
everything,
to go longer.
Would you like a one-on-one practice session?
Sure, as long as I get my magic points back. Oh, we dodged it. Put up the bubble. I almost forgot how to cast spells. Oh, this thing's got this like real-time action RPG mechanic to it. It's kind of cool. And it looks like our mana actually does go up over time. Yes! First combat won. Thanks to some great deking and dodging. He just leaves sulkily. Doesn't even
Now
congratulate
you are
me.
prepared. For leaving the tower, at least. Should you yearn for further knowledge, seek the Mixing Martial with Magical Compendium in our reading hall.
Mixing magical. Okay, I'll try to remember that.
Varner, Fire Mage.
Can we throw down because you're my natural enemy? Ooh, bunch of stuff.
The tests are designed to hone your skills through an intensive period of performing under stress. To know your element, as the sphere instructs, is to know yourself. Like yourself, I was admitted when I was 6. There were a number of children around my age at the time. Many of us became good friends, though I have lost track of most of them.
Aw.
There are few halls dedicated to the survival of not only the individual, but also to that of our kind. The sphere of knowledge contains the learning of all our known gifts. It decides when you are ready to receive new abilities, You should return to it when you have gained more experience.
Okay, so as a level, I need to come back here, I guess, to learn better spells.
To think any of us might have been born without our element's blessing. How do our giftless cousins cope?
It's called the internet.
We are the born leaders, the frontliners. We blaze trails through history and let others follow, if they can. I am as you see me.
Fair enough. Always be true to yourself.
I have great respect for all our masters, Pyres in particular.
Because he's your fire boss.
From the day I arrived, Master Pyres saw in me what others would not. He helped me become the mage I am today.
Playing this makes me kind of want to play Dragon Age again. That was a good game. Candidacy for Fire Master. I actually never beat the third game of Dragon Age. You just get lost in all those side quests that you just forget what you were supposed to do and then you stop playing.
Have you been listening to gossip? No one knows for certain who will succeed the Fire Master. I have heard only what you have, that it has come down to myself and Mage Phileum.
Tell me about Phileum.
He will enjoy my full support should he become Fire Master, just as Pyres does now.
Well, that's good. Bury the hatchet and all that.
You have grown from strength to strength over the years. I am pleased to have had a part in your education.
Thank you for that, by the way. Combative magic.
I would be honored to assist you in developing your sparring skills further.
Conductor.
It is a proud day when a novice receives his first conductor. Guard it well. It will channel your gifts into more, shall we say, aggressive uses.
Sorry,
By
my
adding
throat is still
gems to
sore.
the 2 empty sockets, your power shall grow even stronger. Use it wisely and with restraint.
Got it. Tell me the conditions of use.
Remember our rule. Gifts are not to be used in opposition unless in self-defense, and never against your giftless cousins. You may find that limiting, but more so the consequences should you transgress that law.
Right.
During the Elements' Reckoning, volatile conditions caused the rapid formation of mineral artifacts beneath the scorched earth. Being a product of elemental convergence, these gemstones can channel the power of the elements. They are essential to the further enhancement of your abilities. Keep your eyes open for them. They may appear to you at any time.
Sounds good. Talk about battle.
This hall was once dedicated entirely to the art of combat. How things change. Now, even some giftless dare consider us not the warriors we once were. Still, perhaps it's best they do not know. Despite the efforts of many, the old traditions endure.
Skills?
Study can only take you so far. The real world is the master instructor. It will show you your potential, and even ways to exceed it.
Wow. Okay, a lot to see here.
As you learn, so shall your ability to apply your knowledge. In time, you may exceed even your own limitations.
What about strength?
Strength is power. In short, the stronger you are, the faster your foes will fall. Your capacity for magic is crucial in a fight. Push yourself to the limit. See how far you can go between drinks, as it were. It is one thing to have power. It is another knowing how to use it effectively. Hone your mind, and your abilities will do the rest. Look for opportunities to improve your well-being. It may mean lasting a few moments longer than your opponent.
Yeah, I'm starting to think strength is a lot more important than what I might think it to be, because doing more damage faster can help you stay alive a bit longer.
We may be chosen, but we are not immune to nature's effects. Seek to counter all that ails you. The traditional protections of the giftless are too cumbersome for spellcasting. However, there exist less restrictive artifacts, which may provide a safeguard when added to your conductor.
So we don't really have much armor. Wonderful.
Preparation is always advisable, however short the journey. The better equipped, the greater your chances of survival. Ideally, you would never need one, but only a fool would be without. The right restorative can return your energies. Do not expect to win a fight without magic. The thought alone is obscene. You will find it a most beneficial resource for fully revitalizing your mana. A shame it can only be found in our tower's fountain hall. We may become ill, as our giftless cousins often do, in which case the remedy should remain always within our grasp.
I remember, I think it was Crustably 3, where we went to bed one night and we woke up and we were dead because we were poisoned and I didn't realize it.
It is a regrettable truth that we live in such a dangerous world. One should have knowledge of all potential adversaries. Heed my words, lest you not live to appreciate them.
Spiderlings, ugh.
When venomous arachnids are aware of human flesh, there is no stopping them.
Wonderful.
Short of a boot. Unfortunately, there aren't boots large enough for these creatures, so magic must suffice.
I'm not liking that. Red caps, the bloody guys, right?
The undersized scourge of Bloodbark Forest. They have infested it for many generations. Do not let their size deceive you, not even the smaller ones. Beware their hammers, daggers, clubs, and arrows. At least until you are able to resist such a miniature onslaught.
Got it. Skeletons.
When the bones of the dead cannot rest, they can become a nuisance. It is best to remind them what they are meant for, gathering dust in a heap.
What about Casepoise?
Large-legged, fish-like creatures which are said to inhabit the palace upon Lone Island, as well as the forest. They are as vicious as they are fast. Be wary of their teeth, claws, and tailspin attacks.
Well, we can talk to them, right? So maybe we don't need to fight. Let me skip sparring practice for now and do all the other ones first.
Though I was not born here, I have come to regard Iganor as my home. In the capital, our giftless brethren have invented a new form of sparring, sustained tackling in a patch of moistened dirt. Give me a good conductor any day.
We are Sparta!
Last I heard, a bright young initiate was about to pass his trials faster than a flash fire.
I hope he's talking about me.
In some ways, the first is often the most difficult. You are just finding your feet, and only beginning to understand your power.
Tell me of the lake.
If you are contemplating a swim across, then heed this. Don't. It may look placid, but as with all water, and those who study it, what lies beneath is a different story.
But I'm a water mage. Should be able to do this.
The perfect prison. Not to mention a just one.
And the priestess?
I did not have the opportunity to encounter her, as it were. From what I have been told, do not be deceived by her appearance. Her experience in testing initiates has made her all the more cunning.
I heard many acolytes have gone missing, right?
I am given to understand the priestess Amunkul had a devout following, many of whom still reside in her palace, in a sense.
Are they statues? Because that one guy said if you look at her, you turn to stone. Tell me of her imprisonment.
It was a logical course of action on the mage's part to confine her to that island. Her crimes were unforgivable. Destruction seemed too kind.
And her lock of hair?
Did the masters indicate whether it could be singed off? I jest, of course.
I don't have that ability. I'm a water mage. Okay, let's ask about the sparring practice.
Ready for some one-to-one?
Not... Okay, let's do it just because.
A challenger for Dark!
Please not be an earth mage. Yes! We don't got an earth mage. Oh, it looks like a light
I
mage.
pity the mage who has to face me.
How come we didn't get to be light or dark? I mean, we are dark. That makes sense, right? Oh, wow. Whoa! Whoa! I can't hit him. Wow!
Well done, Tyler. As for you, Dark, you'll have to do better than that if you ever hope to become a fully fledged mage.
He destroyed me. I couldn't hit him because he like did that weird bubbly thing. And then when I did my bubble thing, nothing happened. Whoa, okay. Let's not fight any more of these guys. Let's take off. Let's go to the reading hall because we got that name of the book, right? It's a lot more people in here now. Hey, do you know what this book is? Mixing martial with magical book.
Ah, yes. Varner loves that one. You should be able to locate it on the shelf.
Thank you, buddy. Mixing magical with martial with magical. It is a common misconception that brains and bond are mutually exclusive. How can a mage be a warrior when devoting long years toward introspective study instead of armed combat? Our early disciples discovered long ago the difficulty in channeling our natural abilities as effectively as one might wield a sword. While a small handful of spells may be adapted to a broad range of uses, immeasurable concentration is required to shape said spells into their intended forms. A small price to pay for flexibility, perhaps. In the heat of battle, however, maintained focus is a constant challenge. This renders combative variants of our abilities almost impossible to cast with sufficient speed, unless one possesses either great experience or excessive luck. It is of little surprise then that most of our origin kin never achieved mastery of the skills on the battlefield. It is of even less surprise that this limitation was eliminated due to the creativity of the fire cast and the forming of the first conductors. Those unfamiliar with these tools may be quick to describe them as magical weapons. Yet, like the wands of our mythological counterparts, their purpose is to channel and amplify the power of its bearer, and permit a more rapid and lethal utilization of our talents. In short, conductors permit us to cast as freely and offensively as the elements intended. Wait, I didn't mean to click! Oh, no, go back! For the technically minded, raw spells are directed into the device, which in turn shapes them into the desired effect. Human factors such as mental fatigue are removed from the equation. Many conductors are created with slots, niches into which specific enchanted artifacts, primarily gemstones, can be inserted to further enhance the potency and potential of the mage's spellcasting. Depending on the artifact, the power, speed, or duration of a spell may be increased. There is one notable limitation. While wielding a conductor, the mage has no creative control over his or her natural talents, and any non-combative effects are nullified. As such, mages are encouraged to equip the conductors only when combat is the last remaining option available. Elements guide us. Okay. Can we look at our character sheet? How do we do that? Options. That's not the option button. Is this yes, okay. Pick up F, pause P. Auto targeting is on, that's kind of cool to know. Cast base, health QE, ZC. I don't see anything else. Let's just look at a character screen. Hold on, I'm pressing random buttons on my keyboard.
There's no loot close enough to pick up.
Okay, that's what the loot button does. Okay, so besides tab and this button here. Whoa. Can we like flip through that? How do we do that? So here's up and down arrows. Oh, here we are, over on the left side. Okay. Stats, Water Mage, level 1, 1121. Right now we do not have full mana. We need to go get full mana. Our equipment screen looks like this. Our spells and our settings. Okay, cool. So why don't we go ahead and restore our mana? And we should be able to do that by going to the fountain room. Take a drink.
That tasted very refreshing.
Now, if we look at our stats, our mana is now at 15. Our health is not, though. Oh, well. Let's go to the Mage's Tower's exterior. And here we are. Ah, I'm sorry. I did not mean to skip the dialogue. I just meant to walk forward. Okay, let's head to this teleport thing, right? How do we use this?
The twin beams no longer disintegrate unwanted visitors.
I guess we can't teleport yet. Let's head into town. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.